Welcome back to Old School Motorsports. As you can see, we got a truck full of Camaro parts here. So last night brought some snow, and I've decided to take a break on this thing for the day and go have some fun. A YouTube channel no one watches. You mind if I record it? And that's the whole point of this game. Cheap cars, lots of fun. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Old School Motorsports. As you can see, we got a truck full of Camaro parts here. Stuff I just came across online. It was a good deal. It's just what I'm after. The last piece of the puzzle, if you will, for my Camaro. So what I got here is a nose cone or a header panel from a 72 Camaro, as well as a valence, which is pretty rough, a little dinged up and quite twisted, but we'll make it work. The doors, not the best shape, but I reckon I'm going to be cutting a large chunk of those out anyways to fit in the roll cage on the Camaro. He also had some bumpers here for a split bumper, so I got pretty much all I need to totally change the front of this car, which is great because I've only ever seen it with this old stock car, like the classic Camaro stock car plexi panel they had on the front. I'm not a big fan. The only thing that's going to interfere with that is this push bar, but no big deal. We'll hack that off and get that on. But as you can see with this cage, it comes so far out, like right in line with the body. So a lot of the internals of the door is going to come out, but I'll still be able to keep some structure, and it'll be nice to get them on because I can finally figure out my body line, where I'm at, and finally burn those quarters in on both sides, get these front fenders mounted up a little nicer, and I've actually got a hood for this thing too, which I picked up. It's just a flat hood, and I don't know how the flat hoods fit on these cars because, like, this is a flat hood, and that's a pretty low profile air cleaner, and it sticks up probably 3 inches at least. So I'm gonna have to make a custom cowl on that flat hood I just picked up, but never done one before. I figured, how hard could it be? Just put some slits in it, raise the tin, maybe a 3-inch raise, 4-inch, and bring it right up to the windshield. But we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. For now, I'm gonna grab that header panel, bend it up, make it fit, throw it on, because I'm really excited to see this thing. Alright, so we got that 70 Camaro front clip in there, and man, it looks good. Came along pretty easy. That side was pretty twisted up, but I knew that. So bent it in shape good enough for what I need. And for this crash bar, bumper, or whatever you want to call it, I decided I'm going to reuse it because it mounts in these holes here. And I'm going to cut it back just to kind of keep it within the nose cone. Just a little backup bumper. I'm going to run a grill on this thing because it's not going to have much of a bumper. They're supposed to be split bumpers. I'm not even too sure how they mount. I've never really looked at one of these complete, but I guess I'll cross that bridge when we get to it. For now, I'm going to start cutting up a door and get this door on here so I can determine the body line and see where this fender sits, because, well, it'll be hard to screw up the height of this one. That's fine, that goes off the body. The height of the mounting for the front of the fender is something that I'm not too sure of. Like, this is obviously just some steel bar they welded in there. Was that stock? Was that lower, higher? Maybe they went a little higher to get some clearance in the front. Not too sure. So get that door on, and we'll get a little body line going with some tape or a string and work from there. As you can see, someone already smashed in the B-pillar on this thing, so I might be able to get away with not cutting up the back half too much. The whole purpose of this is to keep some structural rigidity, so I'm going to cut out pretty much the whole intersection. There's like a seam that runs along here. I'm going to cut that off, keep most of the bottom, keep the sides, and then I'll probably run a single support across the center there with 2 studs that mount to the cage somewhere. So that's the plan. First thing we'll do is set up this camera, and might as well time-lapse cutting it apart. I'm gonna try and save the glass and all the mechanisms, put it on Marketplace. Someone could just have the damn shit. So hey, if you're in Winnipeg, come get some free 70 Camaro glass and window regulators, and actually the door panel on that one's still pretty good too. Well, that took longer than anticipated. This might be one of those things where you just take apart correctly and it might be faster, but oh well, job's done, got it all gutted here. So you get an idea what I was going for. You know, it's still pretty rigid and it's actually still quite heavy, which kind of sucks. A lot of weight there. I mean, this door must have weighed like 120 pounds or something. So I don't know how I'm gonna muscle it up there myself, but that's the plan, to swing this door on here, maybe get some straps, get the dolly going or something. All right, so we got that door up there. Managed to get up some custom rigging and straps. So we're gonna get started on the passenger side door. Thankfully, I've got this quickie saw. It'll make my life a hell of a lot easier. To get that other door on, well, I had to cut all that shit out. It took about 20 minutes and 2 cutoff wheels. This will probably take 2 minutes and 20 cents of gas, and we'll be right back in that same spot. And then we're gonna figure out how to mount them to the cage. Last night brought some snow, and I've decided to take a break on this thing for the day and go have some fun. First snowfall, gotta enjoy it. So we got the Kubota loaded up here. We're gonna grab some tires, throw them on the Subaru because Brett here smashed into the Chevy Half-Ton a couple weeks ago, blew the front tire off. So switch the wheels over and we'll go for the first snow laps of the year. Alright, as you can tell by the time lapse, we had a hard time getting those rear wheels on. So we're stuck with the 17s on the front, 50s on the rear. I really wouldn't recommend doing this because it's super hard on the drivetrain, but for today, the snow day, first snow day, antsy. So it was alright for today. We got to get out there and have some fun. So we'll get the proper tires on this thing later in the week, and actually this afternoon we're gonna go check out another field car. Kind of something more in tune with this. Stay tuned, you can see what that is. Hey, I got a YouTube channel no one watches. You mind if I record it?
Fuck yeah, man.
Nice, man. Cool.
That's awesome, actually.
Yeah, well, thanks. What's up, Josh, man?
Jordan. Nice
to meet you, brother.
Brett.
Jordan.
Cool buggy. I mean, it's cool.
It's got a lot of, like, it's got a little bit of work to it, obviously, right? But
yeah.
It's a beautiful fucking car. A lot of potential here.
Yeah, I was wondering how you guys did the flares. Hey, man. I was wondering how you guys did the flares. Is that just like...
The previous owner did it.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
This.
Okay.
So, I mean, I couldn't tell you exactly how he did it, but when we got into it, it's kind of...
I saw, and you know what? I kind of got a lot of people do spray foam, people do fiberglass. This is fiberglass.
Yep.
So either they'll do like spray foam with fiberglass over top, right?
My son actually was going to start to fix it.
But for what it is, like we're trying to make like a few race cars, right? And we're looking for like cheap stuff. This is what we're after, because I mean, like to put it back to stock.
This thing's got 120K on it.
Well, that's nice. It's nice.
That's fucking awesome.
Oh, interesting. Do they all open like this?
I did the hydraulic.
Oh, okay. No, but like the whole front clip with the fenders. Yeah, so
no shit.
What's that?
I was talking about. He said he's got a racetrack in his backyard.
Oh yeah. Well, hey, we'll take your Colorado too. We got some good jumps.
Fuck yeah.
That thing looks good, man.
That's the daily now.
Nah, right on.
Me and
cool.
my brother fabbed the front bumper.
Okay, well, fuck. We got a deal at 17, right?
Yep.
If it runs, good. Come drive this thing in the winter. You come for a few laps. And
fuck, dude.
yeah, we got
a
good track. It's pretty good. We got.
My brother's like, that would be like top
Oh,
notch
good.
for him.
Okay, well,
that would be sick, dude. Like,
we're a while from here, but like one Saturday, we got a few cars. He's got a Subaru and shit. So yeah, we'll have some fun. Oh, keep beauty. Yeah, sure. Let's try this thing out. Straight piped, is it, or just headers?
it's just got a full magnifying exhaust.
Okay.
It's louder than the average.
Louder than the what?
Louder than the average Mini. That's
Yeah, I guess so.
Elevator inspector.
Sitting for a bit, is it, or no? There we go. Clutch is good. I mean,
yeah, clutch is brand new, man.
I guess you're just getting rid of it because you got no need to fucking have it, I guess,
That's the
right?
whole thing. I'm moving right away, and I just don't have the space for it, or the, you know.
Okay. You got a reverse burnout, not a normal burnout, but hey, burnout's a burnout, and a good way to break this little car in before we put the winter tires on, because that's the first thing it's getting is some studded winters, because it is so shitty in this snow, which makes sense, summer tires. But this thing is a little addition to the fleet of race field cars we got. We've got the Subaru all-wheel drive, and I was gonna go for another Subaru, but that backyard track is so tight and narrow that I was gonna go with like a Fiat, or what else was I looking at? A Volkswagen Beetle or something, but Austin Mini is perfect. And the fact that it's wide body is even better. And they did a really bad job on it, which is perfect because I got it for very little. And that's the whole point of this game. Cheap cars, lots of fun. And yeah, so gonna touch up the body just a little bit and get some decals for it. Like I said, get the tires, and we'll be putting some laps down in the back in no time.